Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Georgetown Hoyas and the Michigan Wolverines.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, the competitiveness and the hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, Warren is out there with Hudson. And it's Trice, then there's Price, and it's Randolph in at the 2.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete. And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
Trice kicks to Warren. Outside Randolph. Here's Hudson. Shot is off. Now the Wolverines take it the other way. Jones drives in. And once again off the mark by Michigan. On defense, Michigan. Trice kicks to Randolph. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Shot from the wing. And once again off the mark by Michigan.
You know, Freak just hasn't been able to perform how we're accustomed to seeing him up until this point. I mean, he just hasn't been able to string anything together.
There are a lot of things that might be affecting him. You know, with his reputation, defenses will pay special attention to him, and that might be throwing him off a little bit here in this game.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Hits it from three-point range. Clark's got a couple of leads now in the first for the Wolverines. It's a completely new group here for the Hoyas. And here's Trice. Clark, he's in at point guard. Smith is out there with Ellis. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the 2 guard. Hudson with a screen on Jones. And here's Price from beyond the arc. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Well, Georgetown has been such a pillar of East Coast basketball for so long. Really one of the universities on the East Coast.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. A really rich tradition in men's basketball for the Hoyas. And they've been a competitive presence on the college basketball landscape going back to the 70s.
And for Georgetown, we've got Hudson. Warren is out there with Price. And it's Trice. And it's Randolph in at the 2. And for the Wolverines, Clark, he's in at the point. Jones is out there with Ellis. And it's Smith. And it's Crawford at the shooting guard position.
And for the Hoyas, they really are one of the defining members of their conference. Hard to think about hoops in the Washington, D.C. area without thinking about the Hoyas. The blue and gray they wear is really just iconic.
You know, sometimes you can see how a player can lead on the floor from the sidelines, and you see that with Freak. I mean, he's got the skills and athleticism as a point guard in addition to the leadership, too.
And guys, people often underestimate just how important leadership is. You know, there's no stat for that, but guys like Chris Paul and Steph Curry have incredible skill, but their leadership on the floor is equally as important. Freak is a floor general in their mold.
And you know, the Hoyas only have one college tournament title in their history. They won it all in 1984 and then returned in '85 to the title game, only to be upset by Villanova.
Michigan trails by 4. Here's Clark. And once again off the mark by Michigan. 26 seconds left to play here in the half. And here's Price from beyond the arc. No luck. Michigan with the ball. The 3 ball. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Clark. And here are the Hoyas now. Now here's Trice. There's the dish to Warren. The 15-footer. That's short off the rim.
The shot's there for him.
Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Big time! Big time!
Incredible.
Oh, my goodness. That one got me out of my seat. Unbelievable long-range shot.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Michigan leads by only 2. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Lincoln gets hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, Warren is out there with Price. Then there's Hudson. And it's Price, and it's Randolph in at the 2-guard spot.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball, really in all sports. The school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had over the years.
Michigan with the ball. They lead by 1. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Trice kicks to Randall. Hudson against Smith. Drops it in from 11 feet.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 21 in the game.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
And the foul called on Freak. And Michigan has possession. They trail by 3. Clark in at shooting guard. Taylor is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones. And it's Stevenson in at the 1. Here's Harkless. There's the pick. Top of the key, Warren. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Stevenson against Hodges. Felix, the pass to Warren. Just 5 on the clock. Over to the wing. Here's Harkless. The shot is off. Good D by Stevenson. Clark dishes to Stevenson. To tie it up. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Stevenson. Clark's got the game tied up here for the Wolverines. .132 left to play here in the second half. Trice kicks to Warren. The jump hook. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And this has been a clinic on what not to do defensively. Just atrocious.
Yeah, I would expect both coaches to really get on their teams about adjusting their defensive mindset and execution going forward. Talk about some great numbers for Freak. He's got 24 points, and talk about the three ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today, but he is just dangerous out there. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a meat-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Kicks to Warren. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And that one misses. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them the lead.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
Outside, Jones. Now, Freak. There's 49 seconds left in the second half of basketball. And once again off the mark by Michigan. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Trice with it. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second half. Clock at 6 to the left side wing. Here's Warren. Buries it.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
So the Hoyas win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end, but the crowd amped up.